This track doing numbers.
Nah. She turn me up a little bit. I don't know nothing else. The only thing I know is hit the block and make a sale. I don't know nothing else. The only thing I know is how to spit this damn rap. I don't know nothing else. The only thing I know is hit the block and make a sale. I don't know nothing else. The only thing I know is I was born in the trap. I don't know nothing else. Only thing I know is hit the block and make a sale. I don't know nothing else. The only thing I know is how to spit this damn rap. I don't know nothing else. That's all I know. Is give it to them proper. That's all I know. I got them beans and some shit that keep it rocked up. You want that dope?
Ladies and gentlemen, we got Knock 9 right here with us today and sitting them down for an interview. So let's get this thing started. What elementary did you go to growing up in New Orleans?
Man, I went to elementary. You say elementary, it started pre-K, kindergarten, and first grade, all right?
Right.
All right, now. Schaumburg was the first school, and I went to Schaumburg. I was staying on Tellis. In Tellis, I moved from my father's crib. My father was a army lieutenant, or yet high ranking because he been in the army so much.
Okay.
I moved from the lower night wall off of Jackson Barracks to across the river. My mom and my dad separated, to be honest. And it was weird, you know what I mean? I had a wild imagination as a kid in elementary.
Okay.
And, you know, I had a stepdad, you know what I mean? I didn't know about judging. I didn't know about anything
Right.
of those characteristics. You know what I mean? But Schaumburg was one of my first, and I remember walking to school with my mom since she walked, because we didn't have a car.
Okay.
You feel me?
Okay.
Yeah. New Orleans, Louisiana, West Bank, Algiers,
Okay.
and you know what I mean?
So you would say basically a humble start.
A humble start, man.
Right.
A humble start, you know. I didn't know what I come from, you see. And then after that, got a little older, went to 32, first grade, you know. And my first grade teacher was Miss Lewis. Miss Lewis, yeah, she made a major impact because I didn't know. And we were still getting disciplined in school. So I did something wrong one day. I wasn't a bad kid. And she spanked me on my hand with a ruler. Pop, 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 pop. I looked at her and said, you know, I didn't know what was that. I never got whooped before. I got whooped by my first grade teacher.
Okay.
I got whooped by my first grade teacher. I had no problem with that because I had my eyes on a woman or a little girl. You feel me? Her
Right.
name was Andrea Franklin.
Okay.
Andrea Franklin.
Your first crush.
Crush in the school. So I was like, look how I took that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But being real, you know, Andrea in the room, you know, Miss Lewis, you know, and I think I had a classmate called Kenan Lewis. That was Miss Lewis' son, I believe. I don't know if we was in the same class, but he later on in life turned into a football player for the New Orleans Saints.
Okay.
But about my elementary, I have a lot to say. I'm very inspired by my elementary past. and it taught me a lot. But once I got to 32 elementary school, McDonald 32, on the West Bank of New Orleans, it taught me music, and I was taught by a family member. You know, yeah, I was taught by one of my family members.
Okay. Well, being that you're from New Orleans and it has such a big impact on the music industry, hip hop and rap wise, what or whom exactly made you start rapping?
As far as the rapping, that came later on, you know. But the music, for its music notes, yeah, man. Second grade, I was
Okay.
third grade, but I skipped second grade because you got to get to third grade. Third grade, I was already on Miles Davis.
Okay.
Yeah, real shit. Miles Davis.
Okay.
Give a hand clap for Miles Davis.
Okay.
Motherfucking Miles Davis. Because Miles Davis, I was on notes. I was on notes. That's all I knew. I took it as a passion. One of my favorite artists was Michael Jackson. Started off,
Legend.
man, Michael Jackson. Someone broke into our house, and the only thing I was worrying about is my Michael Jackson CD. Like, I love
Okay.
music. I was a
'Cause
little.
that's where your heart
I
was
was
at.
crying and shit. I was like, fuck everything in the house. Where's my Michael Jackson CD? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I knew how to sing, but I didn't know what singing was. I knew how to sing.
Okay.
I knew how to sing. But I didn't know. By listening to Michael Jackson, I knew how to sing. I didn't know what I was doing. It just made me happy. I say, but not to offend anybody, my moms or anybody, you know, my family members. But I was depressed because of my breakup, because of my father and my mother.
Right.
You know, stepdad and all.
Of course.
You know, but music.
It's a transition to get
It
used
was
to.
it was a passion. It was a transition in my life
Right.
that what the bang.
Okay.
You know.
And as far as going back to when before Hurricane Katrina happened, can you take me to what New Orleans was like back then? Before Katrina?
Like I say, from where I left off at, my house got broke into. My brother, he had like a 223 pointing at his face. He was into the drug life, you know, and he cracked about that shit every fucking day, about me talking about Michael Jackson, because I was a Michael Jackson fan.
Okay.
You know what I mean? At first, you know, Michael Jackson 5, not the Michael Jackson that I'm talking about Jackson 5. Maria, Maria, yeah, dun. I sing it note for note, and that's all I know is notes. You know, but my whole elementary was just music. All that shit. High school, all that shit. Forest Street Festival. I played classical music. Just talking about the music background.
Right.
I'm about to hurry up and give it to you. Yeah. But guess what? The background, Forest Street, yeah, All City State Band. From there into high school, that's when I started having problems. And when I get to my high school, I went to high school, junior high, uptown,
Okay.
third wall, motherfucking 13th, VL,
Okay.
motherfucking 17th, Holly Grove,
Holly Grove.
11 wall, 10th wall. You know what I'm saying? This is a whole different element to where I thought I existed from elementary, because I didn't know none of this shit existed because I'm a fucking child. You feel me? Saying it now, my pride, of course, got in the way. You know what I mean?
Okay.
If you could follow along to what I'm saying, because I'm trying to hurry up. Yeah, man. But at the same time, it was an eye opener. I still stuck with the music.
Okay.
6th grade graduated, you know, all that shit. 7th grade, I went to Street Academy, a school called Street Academy Uptown. Napoleon and Claiborne is where the first school was at. It's the brand new school design.
Okay.
And we continued music there, but it was difficult for me, man. It was fights going on, and you know, typical motherfucking school shit.
Right.
Yeah, man.
It's interesting that you mentioned the third war, because I believe the next person I'm gonna ask you a question on is from.
Hold on. Let me finish, cause I got something to say.
Okay.
About the school, because if this is my first interview, of course I
Which
gotta
it
give it
is.
to you. I gotta give it to you. No. I gotta give it to you uncut, unraw. We talking about uptown fucking New Orleans. You heard me? I really want to give it to you. So I'm going to school with people like Seven Wall Shorty
Okay.
and Hard Head from out the Seven Wall. Debuted before Katrina. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Hard Head. He's a big tall nigga.
And what? I guess I'm gonna ask this question, kind of, a little random one, but what grade did you really see the streets start to affect school?
Oh,
In
that
what
was
grade?
that was elementary.
Okay.
That was elementary.
Oh, okay. So
That was elementary. Man, do you know at the time that I'm raised, man, I got code 6 tray 8, nigga. Yeah. That's when you hit that yeah, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But I taught, you heard me? Yeah.
Okay.
You might hear all types of shit. We got tray 8 around there. We got code 6. We got niggas beating on their fucking chest in motherfucking groups. And sharing they story. You know, I wouldn't say no silly shit. Yeah, but they were sharing their story, beating on their chests, you know what I'm talking about? Shit like that, man.
Okay.
This shit hurt me. Beating on my motherfucking chest like nigga named Snipe, man. Nigga, wait, hold up. Nigga named Snipe. These people, you know what I'm saying? It was around the fucking heroin pandemic. Before Katrina in New Orleans, it still had a heroin pandemic going on. Fuck weed. I was on weed then. But the niggas in the neighborhood was on heroin.
Okay.
So when I went from heroin in Algiers and not knowing, like, all I was told was don't do it. It'll fuck you over. Heroin in elementary. I knew what heroin was. You feel me? Because my brother, and not just alone, he wasn't around. It was the trend for that generation.
Okay.
Listen to me. It was a trend for that generation. So it wasn't, but the music, for its music, I had dudes that was doing heroin knocking on my door because I really started off with beats.
Okay,
I was insecure for rap. I was insecure because
Oh wow.
I was supposed to stick to my books. Yeah.
Okay.
But my beats was tight. PlayStation generator on PlayStation 1. We didn't call it PlayStation 1. We called it PlayStation. You feel me? PlayStation. How
The
they
first
say it?
one.
Yeah, PlayStation. Not PlayStation 2. Not PlayStation 3. Not PlayStation 4.
The gray one.
The gray one. The 2 zeros by the side with the big zero. We put a CD in that
The
bitch.
Crash Bandicoot days.
They call it motherfucking PlayStation generator for beats.
Right.
And I gravitated to it. And my cousin had a record label. He from Chicago. He
Okay.
from Cabrini Green.
Okay.
He's from Cabrini Green. And he had a record company called Blue City Records. You know, I made a few songs, but man, I had dudes twice as old as me. Right now, they in their 40s, knocking on their 50s right now. I'm 33 at the moment. They was knocking on the door. My mama would tell you. My mama would say, somebody at the door for you, son. And say, I was making beats, and I expressed that to the guys on the block that was beating on their chest.
Right.
You know, I was like, man, I got beats. And I think that's the time about when I was breaking into junior high, because I never passed the 8th grade.
Oh,
So
okay.
I cannot speak of past the 9th grade, the 10th grade, the 11th grade, the 12th grade. I never graduated
Interesting.
from this school called Street Academy. So if you follow along, we rushing this shit now. Because, you know, we rushing this shit. I'm not known. I'm just well rounded in music coming from New Orleans. But yeah, man. Yeah.
So,
Katrina, wait, fuck all that. Wait. My dude ain't Vlad TV. He's gonna be big.
I'm a little eager to ask the next question, but I'm gonna let you.
Hold that thought.
I'm gonna let you tap in.
We talking about before Katrina.
Yes, we are.
So it's a big story, but I'm gonna say some of it. But going uptown is before Katrina.
Right.
Going to school uptown, elementary, Algiers, elementary, adversity. Went to high school, Street Academy, third wall, where you could get murked easily. Really, the 13th, Napoleon Claiborne, Ferret Street. Yeah, Ferret Street. Yeah, you know about Ferret Street. All right, now. The school was on, I think, Valence and Magnolia. Napoleon and Magnolia, some shit like that, right by Auctioner. You feel what I'm saying? I went to school up there. It was a what the fuck school? I'm about to say adversity. I'm fucked up. I've been shot. I'm losing fucking memory. Alternative.
Okay.
Alternative. I'm gonna give it to you real. Fuck all that. We keep
You
it
got
all
kicked
that.
out.
Alternative school. No. Straight from elementary, I went to alternative school. Which, right now, I say it fucked me over. But, like, if I would have studied music, I could have traveled the world and played the trumpet. Or I probably would have started playing another instrument. Later on in life, I started playing the piano, but it's another story. I have so much to give. But talking about uptown, going to school, before Katrina, a whole bunch of shit. You know, I can't really tell y'all, but by me talking real, being honest with y'all, and really talking to y'all, you know what I'm saying? We having this interview. This is my first interview. So, you know.
Yes, this is definitely an exclusive one. And we appreciate all the insight that you're giving us, man, for real. But let's move on to the next question. And what's your connection with Ziggy?
Ziggy a good friend. I ain't meet Ziggy until a few months ago. You know what I mean? Ziggy is Ziggy. Everybody want to hear what Ziggy got to say. You know? Jeezy, where you been? Jeezy, where you been? That's just like me going to school in the 13th. When I say Jeezy, you might think I'm talking about Young Jeezy. But no, I'm talking about BG from the Hot Boys.
Okay.
So if I'm going to school on Napoleon in the 13th, yes, the 13th. Once you pass Napoleon in New Orleans, nigga, you in the 13th, nigga. Tulane, motherfucking university and all that Loyola shit. You heard me? We talking about VL and Magnolia. Hot boys, get off the corner. They probably shot the fucking man, nigga. We left school, Street Academy. Yeah, we left school. They shot the motherfucking get off the corner on the corner of my school. We left out school. This just to see BG, Lil Wayne, Turk, Juvenile, Manny Fresh, Baby. Yeah, they was out there.
All the original Cash Money.
And at that moment, that's when I knew what I wanted to do. I was so inspired by them guys. Before Hardhead was rapping, I went to school with Hardhead. Hardhead rapped with Big Boy. Big Boy, he Mystical. That's where Mystical came from. So, you know, really, all I knew was the Hot Boys, Uptown shit. For as my adolescent stage, I saw all types of shit. Sexual acts, motherfucking drugs, alcohol, and I wasn't ready for none of that. I wasn't ready for none of that. And I could be honest and tell you, because at that time I was insecure about that. But at the time, now, Hot Boys, BG, and Ziggy, man, they didn't have nothing to do with individual lives. They was just doing their own thing. Okay. And Ziggy really was Cash Money fucking period, man.
Right.
You know, at that time that I'm speaking of, when Lil Wayne dropped his Get Off the Corner video, which is not that damn fucking popular, you know, but we was out there. They was on the fucking corner shooting that fucking video on VL, Uptown, off of Napoleon.
Okay.
At Street Academy. It's a Catholic school, it's a Catholic church. Then you have Ferret, you have the gym. We used to get donut holes every fucking day. Like I had a fight. Like I was fighting. I didn't know how to fight. Before that, I had a fight. One time I was going to fucking Schaumburg. I expressed Schaumburg to you.
Yeah.
And my brother, Fuse, he go by F Dot. He put me in a fight. He's like, fight. I'm like, fight? Bitch, I don't know how to fight. I don't know how to fight. The next fight, like, I had a fight at 32, a few fights, but my sister was like popular, so nobody didn't want to fight me. I had a dude named Wayhead. I fought at 32. I luckily won that fight because I didn't know how to fight. The last fight I had was at fucking show. I was in fucking pre-K. I was in the fucking house. Yeah, I was in the fucking house. I was young. I got my ass whooped. My brother got my ass whooped. You feel me? But I had a fight at 32. I don't remember other fights. I had a good fight with my man's Dwayne. He loved basketball, and yeah, his name fucking Dwayne or some shit. I don't know these niggas' name, but I had a fight with him. They was like, in a huddle. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Boom, 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 boom. My sister right there. You know what I'm saying? Her name Sierra Van Pelt. Put some respect on her name, Miss Pooh. You feel me? She love Winnie the Pooh. And the next fight I know of is in the 13th, you know, between the Seal of a Door. You know what I mean? Coming out, like going towards Forest Street. They got a basketball gym. They got another Catholic school right here. Forest Street right here, VL, Valence and Magnolia. And I speak of this shit because it has something to do with other people in the community, because I don't reside in the community by myself, you know?
Right.
You know, and you say Ziggy, when you say Ziggy, I think about Valence and Magnolia. You say Valence and Magnolia, you say, isn't that Cash Money or some shit like that?
Right.
You know what I mean? So I didn't know, at the time, I didn't know about Cash Money like that much. I didn't know the area I was in. What I mean, going to school, I didn't have Cash Money on my mind when I was going to school.
Right.
You know,
you didn't know how big of a movement that was happening so near you.
I didn't know nothing about it. But I tell you, once I caught on to the rap, we used to call Cash Money every day out the phone book.
Okay.
We had phone books. Before Katrina, we had phone books. But and we used to call No Limit Records. We used to call Q93.
Okay.
I was so shy I didn't do those things. Guys that I knew that was into the rap scene, he said, "That's the rap." I said, "Man, I'm so fucking shy. I wouldn't know how to speak." But just to get off that topic, man, this is the first interview. Man, I got more stories to give. I just want to get off this topic right now.
Yes,
Let's
this is
run
the
with it,
first
man.
exclusive one. So you ladies and gentlemen know. And, you know.
But Ziggly Wiggly, wait, hold up, not to cut you off,
You
but
good.
because I'm jumping from shit to shit because I got to.
Take me there.
I got to, and I want y'all to receive it how it come. But Ziggly Wiggly, I met Ziggy personally, and he's a wonderful person. He's a gorgeous person, and I met him after I got shot, and he helped me to rehabilitate myself, and he motivated me to continue on with my music, my visuals, my company, my brand. So that's why I love Ziggy. And Ziggy always been a part of my life because of Cash Money Records and whatever they was doing. I say because of Cash because it's the brand. And Ziggy always gonna be a part of Cash Money Records.
Right.
My opinion. So that's on Ziggy, man. Ziggy, I went to my schooling and all, man. I love Ziggy.
Nice.
Bottom of my heart, he's gorgeous.
Nice. I respect that. I can respect that. And with New Orleans having a lot of rappers that are really big in the game, you know, Louisiana, the state, period, you know, got Kevin Gates, got Wayne, we got NBA Youngboy.
Mhm.
But I'm asking you, and this could be from anywhere around the world, who's your favorite rapper? Who's your favorite musician, period?
Man, my favorite rappers are in the hood. They are not heard of. They're not seen. My favorite rappers have diehard favor. I'm gonna keep it on a note of before Katrina, because before Katrina, I was going to school, and we'll get off from school. We had school fights, fight against schools, but one thing we used to do is battle rap. Like,
Right.
New Orleans had a real, like, fuck the cameras. On Canal Street, they have a street called Canal Street that connect with Bourbon Street.
Okay.
And we used to stand out there in front of McDonald's that's no longer there, you know. And they had this guy named Razor. He from the Lower Ninth Ward, and he was saying, that was his fucking slang.
Okay.
If you from New Orleans, you know Razor. Yeah, Ninth Ward. You say Kevin Gates? No, I know Razor, man. I know Razor, but besides that mainstream, I like Kevin Gates. I like Youngboy NBA. I like my favorite rapper, motherfucking Great White, man. Out the Fisher Project.
Okay.
Out the Fisher Project.
Okay.
My favorite rapper.
I respect that. I respect
Out
that.
the Fisher Project. Swimming with Sharks.
Of course. Okay, and you know, I'm gonna go ahead and dive on into this, man, because you know, this is
You made me smile right now, bro.
this is the money question.
Yes,
right
sir.
Here. You know, this is basically the reason we sitting down here right now.
What are we talking about?
We gonna ask, bro, because I know you probably can't go into full detail, but
I have so much to say. I have so much to say that I can't. Like, I didn't scrabble around elementary, high school. I didn't pass the woo. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I have a whole lot to say. This interview ain't gonna do it. Trust and believe me.
And you know what? You're right, and we will definitely have a future on. But you know, give me minor details on you getting shot, and how is it affecting you or inspiring you, knowing that you know this year was such a crucial year for fallen rappers. You know, we had Pop Smoke fall, rest in peace. We had FBG Duck. Rest in peace.
Young Greatness, BTY
Young
Youngin,
Greatness.
Soulja Slim,
Soulja Slim,
Tupac, Biggie.
Biggie. I mean, you know, the list goes on and on, unfortunately. May all of them rest in peace. I mean, we even have got a lot of Texas legends out here. Rest in peace.
Oh,
DJ Screw.
DJ
Big
Screw.
Mo.
The two young guys, Ghost and Lil BG.
Right.
The other BG from Houston. You know, it is what it is.
But knowing that
push up.
you made it, and there's so many people who have been shot that didn't make it, like, how does that inspire you? What are the details behind it? Like just fill me in, bro, on how you're feeling about the situation.
Juice WRLD, Triple X. There's a whole lot of people. They got a lot of Toronto niggas that died, but we not in their culture. We need to tap into their culture, but it's not about the dying. It's not about the killing. You get away from that, and you'll see prosperity, because the killing of rappers is pessimistic. You know, hip hop is optimistic. You don't know when a break dancer is about to do a hand flip or a whole fucking attire flip on one leg.
Right.
That's what hip hop is about, being optimistic. So being shot, I thought it was all over. You know, I was shot in my own neighborhood. I told a man who I was. You know, he knew who I was. You know what I mean? I don't hold no grudges. Fuck you. I'm trying to recuperate.
Right.
I don't have anything. I was shot. Okay. Let's get on with it, you know. You know, to endure is to, but people that lie to you, they'll steal from you. If they steal from you, they'll kill you. You know what I mean? So, you know, being shot, I've been shot 7 times. It's not to be glorified. And on the record, me smoking a cigarette. Alright, you know, it's I thought I was dead at the moment, but I came back to life. And I'm very optimistic because music transformed my life. We have a lot of debt in our culture, but you know, in my own neighborhood, it hurt me. It hurt me a lot. It hurt me. It hurt me like, it hurt me. It hurt me. It hurt me a lot. I wish he would have never shot me. Not the sense of not being shot. I wish he had never committed that act against me. And that's the best words I could give y'all. And you know, niggas eat hot dogs every day.
True. Man, well, honestly, it's very, very encouraging to see you bounce back at such a rapid pace.
Man, my endurance, see, I was injured. But that's another story. I was injured, but that's another story. My rapid recovery was my will to live. And I guess God gave me another chance. And I don't want to use God because it was like a meeting point, and I was riding with God on a horse, and he had his own horse, and we weren't riding on. That's gay. That's gay. Me and God wasn't riding on the same horse.
Right.
God got his own horse.
Exactly.
And we was riding, we was talking together, like we was on side of each other. But me being shot, man, I really don't want to glorify it because my neighborhood has a lot of potential. I'm from the Lower Ninth Ward, across the canal, by water.
Right.
you know, it has a lot of history, and I don't hold no grudges against the man that shot me. You know, I'm scarred up. I was already scarred up.
Right.
You know, like I said,
Because I believe that's your second time being shot, right?
that's the second time I got shot.
Okay.
Second time I got shot.
Okay.
I don't glorify being shot, and I don't like being harmed when. Hey man, if I use my father words, I say fuck you. We gonna keep that. Yeah, fuck you. You know, and rappers being shot, I'm not known, so and coinciding with rappers being shot, it's not cool, man. It's I was at the point to where like Nipsey Hussle, and I'm like, we gonna have to protect ourselves some type of fucking way, right? I'm gonna have to protect myself against all danger. So fuck you, man. Fuck you. I'm gonna bring the same force that you talking about, that you bringing. Fuck you, man. But I don't hold no grudges against the man that shot me. You know, fuck you.
Right. Right. Well, you know, me knowing that you're from the downtown area, as well as Young Greatness is,
Yeah,
what's, you know,
he was shot also.
can you explain, you know, your thoughts and your feelings on Young Greatness and how you guys
See, Young
you know,
Greatness, he put me in a
linked
state.
up?
He put me in the state to where I was on the street when I first experienced Young Greatness. And first of all, I love Young Greatness.
Right.
I love Young Greatness with a passion because he's an artist. He showed me how to like what a rapper's supposed to look like from New Orleans. He showed me what a rapper supposed to look like from New Orleans, from downtown. I never seen a rapper from downtown like Young Greatness until Young Greatness came out with Jazzy Faye, Moolah. So at the time,
Right.
2015,
His breaking record. One that made the
2015,
charts.
the first time I was just, I'm disabled.
Right.
I'm disabled. I'm scarred up. You heard me? I'm scarred up. I'm from the night walk too. Let me put the cigarette out. Smoke. It's to the bone gristle. It's to the bone gristle. So I have mad respect for Young Greatness. Mad respect for Young Greatness because Young Greatness, he showed me how a rapper's supposed to look coming from downtown, New Orleans. Yeah.
Okay.
And I got this amazing story. I was on Freshman Street in the 7 Walk.
Right.
Freshman Street run. A lot of people go to Bourbon Street, but Freshman Street is a main attraction. You're gonna get some raw art, music, live performance on Freshman motherfucking Street. You come to New Orleans, don't ask about motherfucking Bourbon Street. You tired of Bourbon Street, go to Freshman Street. We got other places, but for us tourists, yeah, Freshman Street. So, Young Greatness had a white Porsche, and I was just dead broke. I had a little money in my pocket, doing my thing, selling crack cocaine, weed, or whatever I get my hands on to survive. But I was homeless at the time, and Young Greatness, I was residing in the 7 Wall. And 7 Wall played 7 Wall, 8 Wall, Night Wall. It's all, you know, they got the 89 boys. You know what I'm saying?
It's like LinkedIn.
It's LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck around, get your ass hit around that bitch. Yeah. You fuck around, get your ass hit around that bitch, but with this point intended, I seen Young Greatness in the hood. He pull up in the same white Porsche. I'm wondering. I didn't wonder why. I never seen this man. Probably in school times. About the time battle rapping and all that shit. Niggas go to school. We see each other. Before Katrina, we see each other. We see faces. You remember faces. Small Nick. It's New Orleans. Yeah, it's yeah.
Yeah.
It's yeah. I got my school uniform on.
Okay.
You know, I'm young. I'm shy. I'm in the background. I'm looking. I see faces. You know, you remember people. It's passionate to me because this is my family. It's my New Orleans that I remember before Katrina. Yeah. But Young Greatness, I think he went to 35 or some shit. I don't know. It's off the top of my head. You got to do your research.
Okay.
You know, but he pulled up in a neighborhood, wherever he from. I think some of his family members, he put up on a block. I'm sitting on the stairs, and I'm like, man, look at Young Greatness, man. I admire this man because I seen his struggle. I heard the song. I said, ooh, yeah. I said, ooh, yeah. That's me. That's not. You know, I was attracted to him. Not no fugazi shit.
Right.
You know?
But you saw him and you were inspired.
But one night I was just walking, because I would walk until I get tired, you know. But I was walking. I wasn't tired this day, but he swerved on me in his white Porsche. And that swerve, like, you know, bitch, I swerve on you. You know what I mean? And I saw the car, but I didn't know who was in the car until he pulled up on Frenchman Street. They got a big ass picture of Wayne. If you ever visit at Bruce Chicken's spot, they got a big ass picture of Wayne, face saying with his gold teeth. I mean, the artist who did that picture, he showed all the diamonds in his teeth.
Is that where Drake shot that video too?
Fuck no.
Oh,
that's what Manny Fresh and Mystical shot. When Mystical made it out of jail,
yeah,
that's where Mystical was sitting and Manny Fresh was sitting when they was motherfucking when Mystical first made it out of jail, first song,
right,
and they was sitting in the car. You feel me? It wasn't a Wayne picture in there then.
Okay.
But they revamped it. It was an old historical store, and I was like, why the fuck would you turn this fucking store into a fucking Bruce Bruce fucking chicken joint?
Right.
It's a historical place, but they did. It was a business move. You feel me? They sold a place. It had art. It had art in that joint.
Right.
Like paintings and shit.
Okay.
I went over there many times for a dishwashing job. Never got hired. I also sold music there, hand for hand, this for this. Bummy is a motherfucker. Hungry is a motherfucker. I was standing in the motherfucking 17th Mr. Calipissa, and I was funding my motherfucking apartment off of motherfucking CD sales and other shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So, with that being said, okay, they sold that fucking place. It's a historical place. They put Wayne picture on a fucking, what's the name? And one night, I'm on Frenchman motherfucking Street, and guess what? Boom, Young Greatness pulled up. What? Young Greatness? I said, I was challenged. I was within my mind, because I'm fucking homeless. I'm fucking disabled. I'm fucking handicapped. I'm walking with a fucking cane through the streets. Bummy is a motherfucker. And sometimes, you feel what I'm saying? Young Greatness hop out. He stood up. He fucking stood up out the fucking car. I said, Young Greatness! I said, Young Greatness. I said, Young Greatness. I put respect on his name. He looked at me. He looked at me. And he recognized me, man. And I was like a street nigga.
Right. Saying
A motherfucker that's established and successful. Seeing that man and looking at him. I had to say his name to catch his attention. I I said, young greatness. And he stood out that fucking Porsche. It's obtainable. And that's what I received. It was like, he didn't say any fucking thing. It was like a boss move. It was a boss moment. Like, real nigga shit. Like, young greatness, man. I love him. I put respect on his name at that moment. On Frenchman, in the 7th wall. Frenchman set off for Elysian Field. Fuck what y'all talking about. You heard me? I say young greatness. Man, greatness looked at me, bro. And that's the only thing I remember of greatness. Greatness still alive. Long live greatness, man.
Yeah.
And he was shot down in the street, you know, unfortunately. Young greatness, I love young greatness, man.
I just read about that, man. That is unfortunate. You know, we lost a very influential man right there. And I know that you're expanding your brands and you're doing music, but I also know as well that you're doing this clothing brand, NOC 9. I seen your logo. It's very dope. I personally am waiting to buy my, shirt, shorts with your logo on it. They fresh. That's something I'll personally rock, and I don't be supporting people's brands like that, to be honest. So tell me more about your clothing brand.
Man.
And where do you want to take it to?
I want to take it to the next level because I'm more passionate in fashion right now because, I was inspired by not having clothes and, to make my own clothing line at this moment is a God blessing, and I'm grateful for the idea and the concept. It defines me, my brand defines me, my logo and everything. But I'll give you a opportunity to become NOC 9 through my clothing and to express yourself through my clothing line, I give you, I wouldn't say my audience, because you're not an audience with clothing. You express yourself with clothing.
Right.
Right. It's not a fan thing. It's about clothing.
It's more
I need
than
to
just
put some
a
clothes on my
thing too.
Yeah.
You're right. It's more of a expressional tool, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Because you can go get a haircut, buy you the freshest NOC 9 gear, and you can go have a $1 million meeting. You know what I'm saying? You can go have a great night. So you're right. It is all about expression.
And that's what I want you to feel like. And our music company, you heard me? NOC 9. Represent them. Hold me down, don't let me fall. Hold me down, don't rush my growth. Hold me down, don't let me fall. Hold me down, don't rush my growth. Hold me down, don't let me fall. Hold me down, don't rush my growth. New Orleans hamburger and seafood, St. Charles street car to Apple and Eagle. I'm on Caraton, feeling like I'm carrying a ton right now. Everything that I own in a suitcase with wheels on, so I could get my roll on in the middle of a clay bone. Caught up in that daze, off my zone. Please leave me alone. No money to get high, cars passing me by. Hot as hell outside, sweat burning my eye. Haven't took a bath in days, same clothes every day. Shit stains in my drawers, no telling what's on my ball sack. Strong aroma on pits, kinda cologne is that? Don't even wanna ride the bus, hop on the bus and everybody smell that. Oh, you wrong for that. Yeah. Hold me down, don't let me fall. Hold me down, don't rush my growth. Hold me down, don't let me fall. Hold me down, don't rush my growth. Hold me down, don't let me fall. Hold me down, don't rush my growth. Seen the judge now, no money for bail. Nobody to call now, I'm bringing me back to myself. Doing my time, one day I'll be free. Doing my time, and one day I'll be free. Nobody to call now. Please answer my call now. These people neglecting me, and I don't respect them. All I have is myself, as I sit in myself. New niggas they rolling in, eyewitness news. Got the whole pot in the rage. Going home today, nigga with all that trippin'. Nice blood just drippin'. Cry me a river, go to boy cheesy. Got the whole pot on lockdown, you wouldn't believe me. Niggas yelling and screaming and kicking on doors like let me out this bitch. That's when my cell door open, cook pulling out this bitch. Hold me down, don't let me fall. Hold me down, don't rush my growth. Hold me down, don't let me fall. Hold me down, don't rush my growth. Hold me down, don't let me fall. Hold me down, don't rush my growth.
I'm just sitting on the phone. I ain't talking about it, I got a baby call, but I got the phone to my ear. Just dialing numbers, you know what I'm saying? Just dialing numbers, Answer a call.